listening to the Outer Banks This Week podcast, a place for people to hear what's going on up and down the beach and get the truth about what really goes on around the Outer Banks. So, here we go.
All right. Thank you so much, Lexi. Outer Banks This Week podcast. This is episode 2625. And of course, you all know who it's brought to you by. It's all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Manio. I was over there talking to Kelly just the other day, looking at some different vehicles, seeing what the options were, seeing what kind of things he had on his lot between the trucks, the cars, the SUVs, the work vehicles. I mean, the sheds, the greenhouses. You're bound to find that vehicle you're looking for at Kelly's Automotive. And let's say you wander out there. Let's say you kind of make a little trip out there and you're looking around and you're like, no, not crazy about that one. Oh, I like that one, but a different color. Blah, blah, whatever. Just tell Kelly. Tell Kelly or Dakota, tell somebody there and be like, hey, look, I want that style vehicle, but I'm not crazy about that color and it's got too many miles or something. I don't know, whatever. Tell him, and then he's going to try to find what you're looking for. Kelly is dedicated, all right? He wasn't like the best car dealer on the Outer Banks forever for a reason. You know, he's been that guy. You know, he is that guy. It's where I get my vehicles. It's where I'm telling you to get your vehicles. Check him out online at kellysobxauto.com. Not to mention he's a fairly good-looking gentleman, too. But don't, ladies, do not try to go in there and make a pass at Kelly because Outer Banks Pest Control will come in and exterminate you, all right? Here's why I say that, because Kelly's lovely wife, Jessie, President, CEO, Chairman, Outer Banks Pest Control, she is a very sweet person, very kind, very wonderful human being, but she is very tough on those creepy crawlies and those critters. So if you're thinking about creepy crawling over to Kelly's Automotive and trying to spit some game at Kelly, she will exterminate you. Guaranteed, no money down, 0% financing, your history. Oh, but again, hey, you know what? And here's the thing. Outer Banks Pest Control, fantastic folks, very professional, very on time, very dedicated to their jobs. Something that I may be in contact with them about here in the near future is the fact that they came about a year ago to my office area. They sprayed and put down these different, the Taro ant killer, the stuff that like you can buy over the counter at like Ace Hardware and stuff like that, or at the grocery store for killing ants. Well, they sell this like souped up Taro ant killer on steroids, and it like just eradicates the entire colony. Well, the colony has found its way back. And again, this was a year ago. So they found their way back and they're making their way. Like I found their access point. Like I did a little bit of homework on them and I've put some Taro out. We're going to see if it works. But if it doesn't work, guess what I'm doing? Calling Outer Banks Pest Control. And I suggest you do the same thing. Check them out online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. Woo, Lord, y'all, the 4th of July, man, what a great 4th of July we had here on the Outer Banks. If you were here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 100% what I'm talking about. It was a great time. It was hot. Don't get it twisted. But I was telling somebody the other day, I said, what do you expect, to be sitting outside in a sweatshirt watching fireworks on the 4th of July? No. If it's not hot, I mean, I want it to be hot. It's the time of the year where it's supposed to be hot. Now, granted, most of my time into my transit and things that I do requires me to be in the inside of things. I'm willing to bet if I worked outdoors, I'd feel differently. But at the same time, like I love my seasons. I've been outdoors in this heat before. I know what it feels like. But at the same time, if it wasn't hot on the 4th of July, I'd think something was wrong. If you're sitting there watching the 4th of July in a sweatshirt, I hate it for you. You know, here on the Outer Banks, it was 100+ degree heat index. I was looking at pictures rather of friends of mine who have kids that are playing in baseball tournaments in like Elizabeth City and stuff. And I mean, they're sweating profusely. Those kids were getting after it and grinding though. You know, if they can do it, so can we. It was hot, but again, Bananarama looked like it was a good time. I enjoyed a weekend hanging out with my in-laws, and then I went over to my buddy's house in Pirates Cove, watched the fireworks from his back porch. It was a fantastic time. Really thoroughly enjoyed the fireworks display. My littlest, who we know, I've talked to you about that. He's, he's on the autism spectrum, and loud noises tend to send him to the stratosphere, and he's covering his ears, and it's too much for him. But we were at a distance far enough away where you can still kind of hear the bangs, but they weren't like concussion grenade rattling your brain type of bangs, and he could see it all, and he had a great time, and that made it worth it for me. I've seen fireworks displays thousands of times, for my little guy to be able to enjoy it, that's what made it worth it for me. So I'm very thankful for that. I know a lot of you, Mr. Adam, he came down from Chesapeake. He was hanging out in downtown Manio, said it was a good time. Just lots of different things that went on over the weekend. Mr. Adam actually texted me something he wanted to shout out. See if I can find it. There it is. Let's see here. Mr. Adam texted me and was like, shout out to the folks at the Manio McDonald's, drove by on their way out. They had cars wrapped around the building after the fireworks. Also, the lifeguards on the beaches. There were more people than I'd ever seen on the beach. And the lifeguards have been working overtime, y'all. So there's a good shout out to the lifeguards on the Outer Banks, here on the Outer Banks. Up and down the beach from Corolla all the way to Ocracoke and back. They put in the time, they put in the hours, and their job is to make sure that you're safe and that if something happens to you, they can get you out of the water safely. So huge shout out to them. Thank you for Mr. Adam for drawing attention to that. We're going to jump into some shout outs. We're going to do that here in just a moment. I'm going to play a little clip before I do so. I made my way up the beach one day last week, and I took my little mini mic with me, and I stopped by a couple of spots. I stopped by Jack Brown's right there in Kill Devil Hills and talked to Mr. Jordan over there. And then I made my way up. I had a meeting at the Jolly Roger. Went and talked to Miss Andrea for a few minutes and put her on for a little while. So we're going to take a quick break. Before we do that, though, let's play back those clips right now. All right, I've made my way up the beach today, and I brought my microphone with me for a purpose because I knew I was coming over here to Jack Brown's Beer and Burger Joint. Milepost, what is this, 8.5 on the beach road?
Yes, Milepost 8.5.
All right, y'all probably recognize that voice. He's been on the podcast before. That's Mr. Jordan Rodriguez, President, CEO, Chairman, Jack Brown's Incorporated, or Jack Brown's Enterprises. I don't know. I was trying to make it sound all like Bruce Wayne-ish from Batman, but dude, I was wanting to stop in here today. We're kind of not at the halfway point, I wouldn't call it just yet, but it's summertime here, and I just want to see how your summer's been so far.
Yeah, our summer's been great. We're jamming. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m., and Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. with live music every Friday and Saturday, and That Guy Shane every Tuesday in our backyard.
Okay, so everything's been popping off. Y'all been quite busy. Every time I turn around, whenever I'm going through the podcast and I'm going through the events calendar, I'm like, every day I'm mentioning something new that's going on at Jack Brown's. But there is something that you do have that's kind of new now. I would say it's still kind of new. This place has been strictly a burger joint forever. Okay? Now you've got something called Sticky Nugs. What's a Sticky Nug?
Yeah, sure. So Sticky Nugs is our version of our fried chicken that we marinate for 48 hours in a really good mojo sauce. We have 3 different sauces: garlic parm, honey sriracha, and classic buffalo. And yes, we do have ranch and blue cheese now.
You do have, so you got the ranch and the blue cheese.
Yes, yeah. For years we stayed away from having ranch, so the fans can come back now.
Well, Mr. Jordan, I wanted to kind of touch on that, see how your summer's been. If people are interested in, looking more at your menu, wanting to see your events, all that kind of stuff, how can they go about doing that?
Well, one thing, they can go on your great website, outerbanksthisweek.com, and then they can also go on Facebook. That has all our current events. We're pretty, Instagram and Facebook has all our information that you need.
Excellent. Well, Mr. Jordan, hey, man, thanks. I know you're busy trying to get to the beach and have yourself a good day today, and I hope it is. And I appreciate you giving me a few minutes right now.
I appreciate you. Thanks for always stopping in and taking care of us.
So I'm making my way around the beach today, and I found myself here, milepost 6 3/4 on the beach road in Kill Devil Hills. You hear Matty P talk about this place every week when he does his OBX After Dark segment, talking about coming in here after a long night out and partying. You come in here and get your breakfast. And y'all know where I'm at. I'm at the Jolly Roger, and I've got the lovely Miss Andrea sitting across from me. Andrea, how the heck are you?
I'm good. I'm real good. A little bit on the tired side, but that's just because we've been cranking.
Yeah, I was going to say,
we've been cranking.
Y'all have been really, every time I turn around, I'm looking on socials, whatever. And if you haven't followed Jolly Roger on social media, you need to do so. But every time I look, I see just partying. Talk to me about how your summer's been so far.
The summer has been very good. It's been very good. The crowds have been awesome, whether they're dining in or coming to the bar just to hang out for happy hour or do trivia or whatever, or a late night. They've just been really awesome this year. We're really fortunate to to be as busy as we are.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful because again, y'all hear me talk about anytime when we're going through the events at the end of the podcast, y'all hear me talking about, dude, Jolly's got Cooper Greer coming, and the different acts and the stuff they got coming, So with that being said, I mean, what are some of the things now? Keep in mind, this is being recorded for a later time. So I'd say, what do you got coming up from the middle of July on in through like August? You got what y'all got coming up that's jumping out at you?
Well, really, it's just this weekend is the big weekend where we have DJs and bands, and you mentioned Cooper Greer, and we got Kerry Brockwell coming on top of that, helping him out, and we're just looking forward to more live entertainment. We're the after party for the live OBX shows, so there's always something going on. Chrissy's doing a great job at doing all the bookings, all the flyers for that, and really promoting it. So she's doing a great job, and we just look forward to bringing more live entertainment to the Outer Banks.
See, so that I'm going to go ahead and throw a little something on top of that. Like, this is like the place to go. You're looking for the party time. You're looking for the entertainment. And I mean, and all the good food to boot, you are in the right spot when you're at the Jolly Roger. Now, Miss Andrea, tell me real quick, and I appreciate you giving me some time to talk.
Sure.
People want to find you online. How can they find you? What can they do? Where can they find any of the pictures? Tell me about all that.
We are on JollyRogerOBX.com. We're also on TikTok. We are on Instagram, Facebook under the Jolly Roger Restaurant. We are in Kill Devil Hills. I don't want any confusion because of the Jolly Roger and Ocracoke. We are not affiliated with them. We're getting some calls for them, and we're really happy and excited that they've reopened. I think that's fantastic. But I just don't want to let people down when they think that we're them or they think we're us or whatever. So just clear that up. But we are looking forward to bringing more entertainment and great food.
Look at that. I'll tell you, and you're going to find it right here, milepost 6 3/4 on the Beach Road in Kill Devil Hills. The Jolly Roger, I'm telling you, you're hungry pirates of the group. This is where you need to find something to eat, and you got the party pirates of the group. You can party all right here to Jolly Roger. Andrew, thank you so much.
Thank you, Justin.
When it comes to general maintenance or major modifications on your diesel vehicle, look no further than Juan Cheese Off-Road Diesel Performance in Kill Devil Hills. Master mechanic Ryan Walker developed the plan for having his own auto shop over 20 years ago, and today he owns the premium diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks. To have him and his crew take a look under your hood, give him a call today at 252-715-0025 or find him on social media. Juan Cheese Off-Road Diesel Performance, the diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks. Set sail for an unforgettable Outer Banks adventure with Aficionado Charters. Perfect for families, beginners, and seasoned anglers alike, their experienced crew makes every trip fun and exciting. With top-tier fishing gear and advanced safety technology, you'll head offshore in search of incredible catches like tuna, mahi-mahi, sailfish, and the oh-so-coveted marlin. As one of the longest operating charter boats on the East Coast, they know where the fish are biting. Plan your next adventure today at aficionadocharters.com and get ready to reel in the fun. All right, we're going to jump into some shout outs. I got a couple right here in front of me. And again, if you're a listener to the podcast and you want to shout out, got any questions, anything like that, shoot me an email, justin@outerbanksthisweek.com. justin@outerbanksthisweek.com. Very, very simple email address, okay? Can't be too confusing. But I love talking to you guys. I love answering your questions, and I'm about to answer a couple of questions here in just a second. So my first shout out, I want to send it out to Mr. Frankie. Mr. Frankie Rifle. Dude, I know you told me your last name, how to say it the right way, but I've done screwed it up again. So Mr. Frankie came and played, he and his family came and played trivia with me at McGrath's Burger Shack last week, all right? He just emailed saying, thanks for, you want to say great to meet me. He, had a good time at trivia, but he said, this place has always been special to me, and you've been in the world. No, it just isn't any place like anywhere. So, yeah, I really appreciate our conversation, just going along with any suggestions. So, now all that being said, he's like, I know it's out of place for the show, but have you ever thought about doing a throwback type show where you talk about what was and what has become? So, an example is he and I were talking about the Outer Banks Outdoor Adventures, or Outer Banks Adventures right there in Nags Head, and there used to be Blackbeard's Mini Golf right there. And he said, I can't tell you the amount of times my grandpa kicked my butt there.
It was fun and memory I won't ever forget. He's like, thanks again. Might catch before he heads out of town, Mr. Frankie. So Mr. Frankie gave me a good idea, and it's something that I've kind of tossed around in my head before, but he brought it back up into the forefront of my brain. There's an individual that I have said I see, I wouldn't say regularly, but I see him often. And I've said to him multiple times that we need to do a podcast together. And this gentleman actually does his own podcast. And I don't want to name drop this person just yet, because I want to make sure I get everything lined up the right way. But I'll probably be seeing him again soon. And when I do, I'm going to mention doing a show and mention some of these different things and maybe get him to tell some stories of old Outer Banks and things that he is aware of, because this guy is a wealth of knowledge. I think he's gotten the governor's order of the longleaf pine before. Very knowledgeable individual. He was my best friend's dad growing up, and definitely somebody I would love to have on the show. He's a former radio host. Definitely a great guy. So hopefully I can get that lined up. So Mr. Frankie, you're on to something there, buddy. I'm going to try to get that lined up for us very, very soon. My next email came from Mr. John Radka. I probably said that wrong. He said, it'd be great to get a copy of the Cap Marty Fishing Guide, an autographed copy, which you can get one as well if you want one. Just email me and say, I'd love an autographed copy of the Cap Marty Fishing Guide. Make sure you include your mailing address in there, and I'll get you a signed copy from the captain himself. And he said, not that it matters, but I've been listening to your podcast from way back since like March of 2023. Bitch didn't think it would last that long. Congratulations. My wife and I have been coming to the Outer Banks for 15 years with the family. We normally go to Duck, but we've stayed at several other locations. She and I really like Manio and have been there for the Christmas tree lighting, summer pig races, festival bluegrass festival, etc. We'll be down the second week of August with the family then for the jazz festival. And we hope to be coming for several years, or we have been coming to for several years. Of course, last year the festival was canceled and the beach was really bad for a couple of days. Yeah, have a great summer, Mr. John. Well, Mr. John, hey, look, you make it down here that second week of August, let me know. I'll gladly figure out a way I can make a trip up to Duck and pay you guys a visit if it fits. I love it when my listeners email me, and I'm definitely going to get Captain Marty to sign that fishing guide for you and get that out to you in the very near future. Okay. So Mr. John, thank you for emailing in. Love that you come down here with your family, been coming down for 15 years, going to different places. So again, really appreciate the emails, really appreciate all that you guys pour back into the podcast. It means a lot to me when I get these emails, y'all. Y'all wouldn't believe it. Y'all think that I'm just blowing smoke, but I, for real, really appreciate you guys for listening. I really, really do. I mean, I see my boy Wipey the other day. You remember the guy I shouted out to last week, Wipey. I saw him and I was like, dude, look, you have no idea how much I appreciate you, bro. And he's a good guy. And I'd do the same thing for each one of you if I saw y'all on a reg. So again, Justin at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. Shoot me an email. So happy to give you a shout out and so happy to help you have the best time ever while you're here on the Outer Banks. Going to take another quick break, but before we do, you know what we got to do. We got to check in with your boy and my boy, OBX After Dark. That would be Matty P.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Matty P, back with another edition of OBX After Dark. All brought to you by, that's right, the Jolly Roger, located at milepost 6 3/4 there on the beach road in Kill Devil Hills. They got all your pirate crew needs, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, open 7 days a week, 365. Check out their menu at jollyrogerobx.com. Look, man, your boy Matty P had an eventful weekend. It was the 4th of July, and it was hot, boy. Yeah, I'll tell you what, look, man, I hope everybody had a safe and happy 4th of July. Happy 250th birthday to the greatest country on earth, the United States of America. Boy, it was so hot outside. I was singing, "Oh, say can you see, baby?" Look, let me tell you where I was at this weekend. Your boy Matty P popped out to downtown Manio, North Carolina for First Friday. That's right, man. He had a gig down there playing with the Blue Crab Boys right there next to the old courthouse in downtown Manio. And look, man, I've never been to a First Friday, but that crap was freaking crazy, man. Off the chains. There was people everywhere, bro. I'm talking about left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west. Y'all know what I'm saying? Look, and the BPL was surprisingly good. It was surprisingly good at First Friday at Manio. It wasn't really like, like my normal nightlife scene, but whew, the BPL at First Friday at Manio, I'm talking about a 9.1, y'all. 9.1 at First Friday at Manio. If you've never been, go check it out. The first Friday of every month. And, you'll have a good time. There's always live music, street vendors, all the bells and whistles. It's really a great time. But look, man, I'll holla at y'all next week, because you already know what it is. I'm all gas, no brakes with it. You know what I mean? 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
Being healthy, a goal everyone should have for themselves, and at the Outer Banks Sports Club in Nags Head, it's a goal they take very seriously. Their mission is to help people from all walks of life achieve their personal health and fitness goals. Whether it be to lose weight, get stronger, increase speed and agility, or simply to improve your overall physical and mental health, the Outer Banks Sports Club is the gym for you. They offer the largest and best selection of fitness equipment throughout the Outer Banks, suitable for beginners through top-notch athletes. Visit them online at obxsportsclub.com to see their facility and to get signed up. The Outer Banks Sports Club in Nags Head, proudly keeping the OBX healthy and strong for over 15 years. Halloween Island returns to historic downtown Manio October 1st through Halloween night, sponsored by the Outer Banks Visitors Bureau. It's the ultimate trick-or-treat adventure for adults, family-friendly, and benefits the Outer Banks Relief Foundation. Enjoy 5 weekends of spooky fun with your Halloween Island passport as you visit more than a dozen pop-up Halloween bars, collect 10 stamps, and earn an exclusive 2026 reward. Book your stay at one of Manio's eerie inns and be sure to find them on Facebook and Instagram. Simply search Halloween Island.
All right, let's jump into some events, and these events can be found online at outerbanksthisweek.com. You go to outerbanksthisweek.com, you click on the events tab, and you can search by date range. You can search by daytime, nighttime, community, annual events, all those things. You can just type in that in the search bar, and there you go. I've got the events pulled up for over the next week of time, okay? From today, the day of the release of the podcast, Thursday, July 9th, all the way through, July 18th or whatever? Yeah, I think that's what I've got it pulled through. And when I did the refresh or kept sending it down, like the little scroll bar on the side of my screen kept getting smaller, and it looks like the size of a Tic Tac now on a freaking, 14-inch long screen or whatever. I don't know. Y'all get my drift. There's a lot of things going on. I say all that to say lots of things going on over the next week. So let's get started. Oh, live from OBX. What have we got going on tonight, Thursday night? Mo and Humphreys McGee. You can get tickets right now just for $10. Mo and Humphreys McGee at Roanoke Island Festival Park. Jam-focused rock band known for intricate live improvisations. I can't even read. And are sure to get you up and dancing. So that's going to be a big show. It's happening tonight, 6:30, July 9th. So if you haven't gotten your tickets or made your way over to the Festival Park yet, you need to do so. Other things going on Thursday, July the 9th. Lots of things going on up in Duck at Whalehead Club. There's some things going on. We've got Hank's Handmade Jewelry Pop-Up. That's starting going from 2 until 6 at Foxy Flamingo in Nags Head. Graham Alton's going to be over at NC Coast and Bar in Duck, 6 to 9. Yeah, Grant, I'll tell you what, you get a chance to go hear Graham Alton. Listen to him. He's a great entertainer, great musician. And tell him I sent you. Tell him you heard all about it right here on the Outer Banks This Week podcast. For real, for real. Graham's a good guy, man. He's first class. Oh, gosh, Pat and Claire Sheridan are going to be jamming out together. Little duo thing going on at Cafe Pamlico in Buxton from 6 until 9. Dan Rosnato is going to be at Fishhead starting at 7. Music with Grace is going to start at 8 o'clock on Thursday, July 9th. And, of course, you got karaoke night going on at Sundogs in Corolla, also at Uncle Ike's in Corolla. And then you've got silent disco at Jack Brown's Beer and Burger Joint right there at Milepost 8.5 on the Beach Road in Kill Devil Hills. Let's take a look at Friday, July 10th. Again, you've got all your live music. You've got different things going on at the Outer Banks Brewing Station in their backyard. It's Vinyl Night at Stormy C's Bottle Shop. Broughton Aycock's going to be at NC Coast Grill and Bar in Duck. Live music with Big H at BCD Distillery in Point Harbor. Brian Campbell's going to be at Fish Heads. The Walking Dolphins are going to be at Jack Brown starting at 7 o'clock that evening. And then, hey, right after they take off the stage, jumping on the stage will be Jeremy and the Generation starting at 10 o'clock at Jack Brown. So there's going to be a big time party going on at Jack Brown's Friday night, July 10th. Oh, and DJ Blacking, he's going to be starting at 9:30 at Sundogs up in Corolla. And then, of course, you've got Dance Night with DJ Bruce at the Outer Banks Brewing Station starting at 10:30 that night. Downtown Mania Market, you can't forget about that. Saturday, July 11th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in downtown Manio. Noel Beckwith is going to be playing from noon until 3 at Fish Heads on Saturday afternoon. Gosh, what else we got? Jesse Taylor's going to be playing down at Oceana's Bistro in Avon from 6 until 8. You got the Rambles going to be at Jag Brown's. Brooke and Nick Hogan? No, just Brooke and Nick. Now, Brooke and Nick Hogan, that would be an interesting duo to show up at Fish Heads. That's, Hulk Hogan's kids. But anyway, they're going to be from 7 to 10 on Saturday, July 11th. And, of course, you've got karaoke at Uncle Ike's. You've got... DJ Warnelius. He is awesome. He is fantastic. I had the pleasure of working a show of his at Bonzer Shack, and he did a great job. He brought a great crowd, too. So that's going to be at 10 o'clock at Jack Brown's on Saturday, July 11th. And, of course, The Cheese is going to be at the Brewing Station Saturday, July 11th, starting at 10:30. This coming Sunday, July 12th, Josh Turner. If you haven't gotten your Josh Turner tickets yet, live from OBX, you need to do so. They're selling fast. Josh Turner, that long black train. Yeah, that guy. If you haven't heard my interview with him, go back and take a listen to it. He's going to be at Festival Park starting at 6 o'clock. I'm very much looking forward to that one. My wife's very much looking forward to that one. It is going to be a fantastic time, and I really hope that if you haven't gotten your tickets, you go ahead and get them, because Josh Turner, terrific entertainer. I've already seen him once before. And he is a fantastic human being. So keep that in mind. It's also going to be International Night International Night at the Jolly Roger Sunday night starting at 10 o'clock. There's also going to be other things going on. Let's see. Let's look on into Monday. Oh, gosh. Lots of stuff. You got Mermaid Monday at H2OBX Water Park. Morgan Hudson's going to be at Whalehead Brewery in Corolla. Micah Iverson is going to be at the Froggy Dog. Both of them are starting at 8 o'clock in the evening on Monday, July 13th. Open mic night at McGrath's Burger Shack from 6 until 9. Funk Among Us. Who doesn't love Funk Among Us? They're going to be at Fish Heads Monday, July 13th, starting at 8 o'clock. And Karaoke Night at Sundogs Monday, July 13th, starting at 9:30. Jazz Nights in the Lounge? What? That's something going on at Rundown Cafe starting at 7:30, from 7:30 to 10:30. That'll be fun. Good times. Lots of fun things coming up over the next week here on the Outer Banks. Like I said, that's only getting you through Monday. That's only getting you through Monday. And I named off like 30, 40 things there that you could do. Looking on into the rest of the week, I'm looking at Wednesday. You got brewery tours and beer tastings, the Outer Banks Brewing Station. Soundside Summer Market from 9 until 1 in Nags Head. Let's see. You've also got... Goodness gracious. Jesse Taylor's going to be back at Oceana's Bistro. I got I will actually be back. Never mind. I'll be back Wednesday, July 15th at 6 o'clock. Trivia night at McGrath's Burger Shack. That's going to be a good time. You come hang out with me at McGrath's Burger Shack. They got this new comedy show. So after you do trivia night with me, you can go do the comedy show at the Village Beach Club in Nags Head. This starts at 8 o'clock. Or you can go hang out at Jolly Roger with DJ Quentin. You can go to Dance Night with DJ Bruce at Outer Banks Brewing Station. You go to Uncle Ike's that night, Wednesday night, DJ night in Corolla starting at 10. Karaoke night at Sundogs. Goodness. Again, no shortage of things to do, y'all. Take a look at all these events, though. I'm not even going to be able to get through the rest of them. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting here talking forever, and you're going to tune me out or you're going to cut me off, and I don't want any of that. Let's see if there's anything that's jumping off the page at me over the next few days. Friday, July 17th, the Outer Banks Skim Jam starts at Jeanette's Pier. You can go see all the skimboarders out there. Nothing really super jumping off the page at me that I haven't already mentioned a few times over. Go to outerbanksthisweek.com, click on the events tab, and go look at it in its entirety. You're going to find something to do, okay? As stupid as it sounds, and as overused as this phrase is, there's something for everyone. I hate that phrase. I do. But there's lots of things to do. So I put a little asterisk next to that saying, good chance you're going to find something to do for all the people in your party, whatever you're doing. So anyway, that's going to kind of wrap things up for us here on the Outer Banks This Week podcast, episode 2625. Again, it's all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Manteo, online at kellysobxauto.com, and it's all powered by Outer Banks Pest Control and online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. All right, I'm out of here. Have yourself a great and wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see y'all again next week. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.
This has been another epic edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Follow us on social media and be sure to listen every Thursday for a new episode.